So I want to share something that I've been personally challenged with throughout this class and the other counseling class that I'm actually taking here at the same time as it pertains to social justice. A background for me, I grew up in small town Des Moines, Iowa. Now, my faith, even my appearance, they were all very similar to those around me, to the population around me. It's just a small town, little, American town. So I was not challenged by that. My family didn't challenge the status quo. Some challenges I may have faced were like economic ones, where I came from a family who, definitely was lower as far as like money and things like that. But that really didn't have that much of an effect on me growing up there. I still had so many of the same opportunities as my neighbor who, may have a more successful parents or whatever it may be. So that didn't really affect me, but it didn't challenge me. And even going to Liberty's campus and graduating, I was around people of my same faith for the most part, people who actually even really looked like me. We shared a lot in common being from the US, and that really didn't challenge me, and I didn't think of it anyway. Like, it didn't bother me. But this class has challenged me in the best way. I have a desire to learn more, to be culturally competent, to be well-rounded in these different religions that I've just decided to not understand, and hope that everyone can just, live a life and hopefully they meet the Lord and they go on from that. But that is not what is called of me as a Christian and as a professional going into a counseling field. So my own golden rule really resides within myself. Am I challenging myself? Am I, sitting back and taking a step out of my small town American mind, my Christian, faith perspective, to meet this client where they are, to understand their background, their culture, their faith, and how these things really do shape how they act, how they behave, how they interact with other people, maybe some of the problems that they're coming in to speak with a counselor about. So that is something that I am passionate now to really challenge myself with, and I know that it will make me a better counselor, and I believe it will make me a better Christian as well. We do hear things about, in the news right now, with refugees, with immigrants, with border control, a lot of politics getting involved for those who maybe are considered more of the least of us. These people are not able to receive the health care that they need, the mental health care, different resources, and like the book was talking about, or this article, we're never going to reach this state of harmony within our society when the least of these are not able to receive the help that they truly, desperately do need. So that is something that I feel honored going into this profession to be able to fight for that, and I hope I never forget that that is something that we're called to do. That is what the Lord has called Christians to do as well, and that I think that is something that a lot of Christians, and I can speak for myself, have left out of the gospel or left out of that religion. So I'm happy to be working towards a profession that actually coincides very well with what my personal beliefs are. Some Bible verses to apply to this that I've actually heard in some of the other videos. We have Proverbs 31:9 that says, "Open your mouth, judge righteously, defend the rights of the poor and the needy." We also have Isaiah 1:17, "Learn to do good, seek justice, correct oppression, bring justice to the fatherless, and plead the widow's cause." So we can tell that this was close and near and dear to Jesus' heart as well, and God's heart. And as a professional, and as a person who is openly fighting for social justice, this is something that all of us need to take into account and actively, reach and search for that. So I hope to take that step myself by challenging myself, putting myself in situations that normally maybe I would have stayed back from. I wouldn't have challenged that status quo. But even trips to a city like New York, you can't help but be immersed into a different culture. And instead of being afraid of it or, shying away from it or turning up my nose, I want to learn more and be a part of that, and that's just a small part, and that's a city in our own country that is so multicultural. So I look forward to the challenges and the different things that I get to learn about and really get involved with as far as social justice goes.